Oh, it's too much to say. I know that my last name is not Brown, but we were part of his family too, all the band members. I learned so much by being with him. I was a singer before, but my tenure with him was where I learned the most. I mean, from 1993 till 2005. So a long time, miss him dearly. I can't wait to see the movie. I have a feeling they represented him really well. Hope so. So I'm excited.
Talk about the movie a little bit. I mean, what was your, first reaction whenever you heard that they were making?
My first reaction was just talk about how all the good things that he did and what a genius he was. He started funk. He started On the One. He started a movement, and he did so much for black people in America, and then by the time I got in, it was all people. It wasn't a color. We were all one, and I love him for that.
What do you think he would say about this?
I think he would be really proud and very, very happy. I really, really do. I think he's watching.
Well, it's phenomenal, just to have the premiere here. I know Mr. Brown is smiling in heaven, and the electricity of this event, it's a great thing for the city of Augusta.
Personally, how excited are you to
I'm extremely excited. Mr. Brown was a good friend of mine, and so to be here today to honor his legacy through this film is absolutely awesome.
And this will be your first time seeing the film?
This will be my first time seeing the film.
Okay, awesome. Have you heard anything about it?
I've heard great things about it to this point, and I've heard that Chadman just knocks it out of the park, and that's something I can't wait to see.
Let's talk about how much this night means to you.
It's a blessing for me and the entire family. We're just so happy to be here, and we're so happy that everybody's here and that his fans are here.
How happy do you think your dad would be looking down?
He would be humbled, and he would be thanking God for this moment, because if it wasn't for God, we would all not be here.
Yeah, I heard you were hesitant at first about taking the role. Just talk about kind of your thought process and kind of what made you decide to take it.
I took the role because it's a great role, but I guess I had to see what it was gonna look like and how much work. It's really an assessment of how much work it would be, and I had to see what it would be like to put the wigs on and to wear the clothes that he wore. So it was just a combination of everything. And so I think once I saw the team that they put together for the movie, it was like, if everybody's gonna be on their A game, I have to bring my A game too. It means a lot to me to be here and I know a lot of people wanted to see this happen, and it didn't think it would ever happen. So just to be part of that thing that was almost impossible.
Y'all were in New York last 3 days ago.
It's the perfect cherry on the top. It was very fitting to come back to the Apollo where Mr. Brown performed for decades and recorded his famous album. But then this is where we had to do this. We had to come back to Augusta. Chad and I were here a year ago meeting with the Brown family, and it just seemed appropriate, and we're so happy to be here.
I know there was talk that the movie might never be made. Talk about you coming on as director and kind of your thought process and how it kind of all came about.
Well, it was just a very serendipitous thing, and that's kind of how movies happen sometimes. It's a miracle when they get made. There's so many obstacles against it. But I happened to just read the script at the right time, and I called and said I wanted to come on board, and Mick Jagger and Brian Grazer invited me, and then we just all had this sense of, oh my gosh, it might happen this time. Don't look back, and we just pushed the rock up the hill.